Someone here this week could have been feeling like a hot mess, but now things are looking up. Could have been feeling like a whole hot mess, and now things are looking up because you are believing in yourself again. You're like, I'm the ultimate fantasy. Everything I touch turns exotic. I turn lemons into dreams. I turn lemons into legacies. I can turn dog to sunshine. You feel me? I personally have to know who you are. I have to know. Are you low-key rich? Are you a magician? Are you the ultimate goat? Because you do something very exotic, or anything you touch turns to exotic. I don't know who you are. I don't know who I'm talking to, but what I do know is you don't do crumbs. What I do know is you don't do cookie cutter. You are low-key rich, and you're about to make even more money. You are about to be even more successful. You are the ultimate fantasy, and everything you touch turns luxurious or exotic. You just make things like really nice. This message will be yours if you love gold, you love jewelry, you love romantic type of scents. Like I'm getting amber or coconut, sandalwood, tuberose. I don't even know what that is. These are just the things that I'm hearing, so bear with me. If you like floral scents, I don't know, you're giving me milk and honey vibes, but also you could be an islander. I'm hearing London, Japan, New York, Florida. You just give vibes like you should be on a runway. High fashion. It's like you're giving vibes that you're high fashion, but like trying to hide out. Do you know what I mean? Like people see you walking down the street and they're like, they have to be famous, but they're trying to not look famous. They're trying to look regular. You guys are not good at looking regular. You look like a celebrity that's trying to like hide themselves. You know, like a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio like trying to hide with a hat on, or you know what I mean? Like you are giving A-list celebrity trying to like hide out. Yeah, you're definitely a low-key rich. Because before I even started this message, I had a feeling to just not put diamonds on, but to put gold on. And so I was like, okay, bestie, okay. Then I had a feeling to not put on my regular lotion, but my scented lotion. And I was like, this is a part of the message. This is a part of the message. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are going places that a lot of other people aren't going. And people can look at you like you're delusional or you're crazy, but there are a lot of others that know you're going to be successful, and they have this certain sense to not underestimate you, okay? There are other people looking at you like, I feel like I should be paying attention to them because they're going somewhere. Your beauty helps you elevate. The way that you love doing things helps you elevate. Let me give you an example. Let me do it. Okay, so for instance, I'm exhausted. Okay, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. This has been the longest week. So drained. Battery at -7. I don't even know. It's gone. But I love channeling messages. This is my heart. My little corner of the internet, this is my soul. So even though I'm dead tired, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I don't want to film today. Even though I have a message, I don't want to. That ain't never going to be me. That is never going to be me. Me getting to talk to you guys gasses me up, and there are very rare occasions where my messages are low energy. And it could be because that's the vibe that I'm channeling or the person that I'm channeling. But yeah, most of the time they're like gassed up. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what my purpose is. This fills my soul. So this is you guys. It doesn't matter how tired you are. You do so many things well. And so people would be like, oh my gosh, this person's crazy. They must be on something. No, you are high on life. And there's a lot about to go down in your life. I'm getting hours from the time that you see this message. You are going to be having a lot of love or romance on the agenda. I'm going to say that again. whoever I'm speaking to, you could have been having relationship problems. We're about to be coming out of Venus retrograde, but these messages are timeless. So nonetheless, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm going to be all over the place. Bear with me. If you understand what I'm saying, this is definitely your message. And if you don't, there are plenty of other messages. Your mentality right now is, damn, I am awesome. I am amazing. I am doing well in life. I'm getting breadwinner, at the top of the ladder, low-key rich. You're going through a different type of glow up. Okay, you're tweaking some things, you're adjusting, and you're breathing life into yourself. Like, you know what? I do have this together. I do deserve that. So maybe there were some things that you wanted to manifest, that you wanted it to be dropped at your feet, but you didn't really want to reach for it too much. You're like, if it's for me, then it'll get here. If it's not for me, I'm not going to reach for it too much. I want to be detached. And you're like, no, I do want that. I do want that. And I channeled a little bit of that in another message where you're telling God, you're telling the divine, the most high, whoever your higher power is, hey, I know I've never actually said the words that I do want this, but I do want this. I do desire this. Your mentality right now is now or never. And days from the time that you see this message, you are going to be happier than a pig in shit. And I mean inner child, geeked up, giddy, butterflies in the tummy, just so excited because you don't give an F. This is like you got the headphones on and you are tuning everybody out. You are in your own little land and there's a lot that you're leaving behind. What I was channeling is you're tapped out on a certain environment. Okay, you're like, I don't want to be here one more season. So there are one or two things in your life right now where you're looking at it and you're like, I don't want to do one more season of that. It's very clear to you. Listen to your intuition. So if you live somewhere right now, you're like, I don't want to do one more season of living in this place or one more year of living in this environment. I don't want to do one more summer at this job. I don't want to do one more winter with this family. There, you have reached your breaking point with certain places. You're like, I'm tapped out on what I can get or gain in this environment. And so you're really putting it on the table. And if people thought that you were, a little crazy before, they haven't seen anything yet. I want you to affirm it below if this is your message. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? They haven't seen anything yet. You are very quiet and you're very private. Now, let me finish before you're like, I'm not quiet. You are very quiet around other people because you don't be trusting people. You don't be trusting them. You wait to drop layers and be vulnerable and intimate. Like people they don't just get that from you out of the gate. They get the watered down stoic version. So people might think you're very icy, stoic, bitchy, catty. You don't freaking care. You are protecting yourself at all costs because you are most likely an energy worker, chosen. But people can tell that you have this wild side or this exotic side, that you're low-key rich. There's something very low-key about you and they're trying to peel back the onion and you're like, no, not today. I don't know you like that. And some of these people you've known for like 2-4 years, like you've known them for a while, but you're like, I don't know them like that. Because you have a feeling intuitively to not just be giving them information if you don't know them. And you don't want to get to know them. Okay? Do you know what I mean? You are currently attracting your tribe by maneuvering this way. You've had to take out a lot of garbage and you've had to take out a lot of trash. There are very few people that get to see the real you. And they should consider themselves very lucky. Okay, let me give you guys an example. On my social media, for what I do here, you guys get to see the real me, right? But confirmation. But In other circumstances where I'm working or doing other things, like those people don't get to see the real me because I'm very guarded. I'm very stoic. So they might think that I'm stuck up or I got something up my behind. They might just think that I'm just rude, but I'm very guarded. I've had to take out a lot of garbage in the last like 4 seasons, and I'm not here for anything crazy. You feel me? You have a lot of enemies around you right now, and they kind of just don't know what to do because they don't know what your next move is. You are very unpredictable right now. So you're attracting your tribe, and a couple days from now, you are going to have this now or never mentality. You are realizing that there are people that have changed you for the better. So there are the couple people around you that get to see the real you. Those bonds, those cords, you are working on. You are working on that partnership. You are working on that relationship. Yeah, because maybe when you met these people, you felt like a damaged person. Maybe you felt worthless when you were around them. And these people helped change you to believe in yourself. And something that you do effortlessly is help others believe in themselves. But not everyone gets to see that side of you. But you are a light to the world. So anyone that thinks that you're not a light, like that's one thing you do know about yourself very well, like that you are a light, that you are very positive, and anyone that does not see you as such, you have no time for. None. Let me give you an example. For me, my family, they see me as this negative person, negative, because I'm the black sheep, I'm the scapegoat, I'm always, they're always teaming up on me and like, whatever, you guys know. I'm not here for that because I know that I'm a good person. Why do I have to explain or prove myself? I'm not doing that. And for a long time I tried to, and I'm like, you know what? This doesn't work anymore. You are not going to constantly tell me that I am your trash can to kick around. You're not going to constantly tell me that I'm a bad person. And so maybe you guys had a similar circumstance where you always felt like a burden. Hours from the time that this message reaches you, mere hours, you're done feeling like a burden. You're done. You are going to be in your own fantasy land doing whatever the heck it is that you want to do. Leave a message at the beep is going to be like you are going through all your apps and you're turning off the notifications. You're like, that app, I don't want to hear any notifications. That app, I don't care. You are creating the ultimate life and the ultimate dream. So people are already looking at you like, oh my gosh, if I could just date them, marry them, be with them. There were a lot of people watching you that literally are obsessed with you and worship the ground that you walk on. They don't even think that you're from this earth. So why would you be around people that treat you less than? You guys have a lot of people mesmerized, hypnotized. They're in a trance-like state when they're around you. They forget what time it is. They forget what day it is. They forget where they're at. You do that to people. You take people to another place when you're interacting with them. And there's very few people that get to see and meet and engage with the real you. And anyone that doesn't appreciate that from you, oh, you cut them loose faster than they can blink. So there was something that was hidden from you. And this is there was something hidden from you where now it's being revealed and you're like, okay, I do need to have one foot out the door in this circumstance because I don't want to do one more season, winter or summer here. You're going to shock some people because just because you're good at things doesn't mean you have to stay. Just because you make good money somewhere doesn't mean that you have to stay. You are going to make good money, Mr. or Mrs. Low-key rich. You are going to make good money being childlike. Being childlike. For those of you that are single, you're going to stop. You're going to stop giving a you know what about dating or meeting anyone. You're going to really dig deep on living your best life. And as you do that, you're going to meet somebody that's going to want to marry you. Just saying. This person's going to change your life. You guys are attracting people that bring out the best in you. Not the worst, the best. So you are working on some shadow work right now, which is I don't want to feel like a burden. My whole life I felt like a burden, and I want to feel better. And maybe this is something that you didn't see right away, but it clicks and it makes sense to you. Growing up, you always felt like you were somebody's problem or somebody's issue. Your hyper independence could be a trauma response. There's so much that you're realizing about you because you are getting ready for the next level. And this next level is different. It's not like you going up one level, like level 6 to level 7. This is like you going from level 6 to level 10. This is you getting your dream car, your dream person, your dream job, being in your dream location. This is having the perfect things that you've always wanted, but getting them in 1 year. I'm telling you, 3 months from now, you're going to have most of these things if they're not already in the works. And that's a pretty strong prediction. I know whoever I'm speaking to, you know that you are exotic. You know that you're the ultimate fantasy. You know, you just be knowing. You know that you're ready for those things that you desire. You're like, oh, okay, I'm the ultimate manifester, and now I'm going to create the ultimate fantasy. Like, people think that you're already that, and you're like, that's a little cookie cutter, because I'm not really, I didn't work through all my stuff yet, but now I'm going to. You guys ain't seen nothing yet. How do you like me now? Nobody's going to be your boss. You're going to be your own boss. Riddle me what? Nobody's going to be your boss. You're going to be your boss. You might not even have a car payment. I'm hearing you won't have a car payment, or your car payments will be really low. I'm hearing that you are going to have multiple cars, multiple homes, investment properties. Like, you are reaching for the stars. And you are saying things with confidence. Like, maybe you have certain affirmations that you say, but you say them like, and you feel like it's getting repetitive or redundant. You're like, no, I want these things. I am going to get that. I am going to be that. I am going to build that. I am going to be whatever I want to be. Whatever I want to be. Yeah, your shadow is in for a very rude awakening, bestie, because you are not playing. You're like, I want to leave this environment. I want to leave this over here that's toxic, and I want to do the most. I want to be happy. Something that you might do with your hyper independence, and maybe having felt like a burden earlier in life, you're going to slow that down, because your beauty, you embody exotic and the ultimate fantasy. People are like, oh my gosh, what do they do for a job? They have to be famous. They're just hiding out. They must be, like, people just assume that you are someone important. And now you're going to start showing people, I am someone important. By the end of this year, you will have new environments, new friends, a new lover, maybe even new pets. I'm getting for some of you, okay, take what resonates. For some of you, by the end of this year, this is how strong your manifestations and prayers are. By the end of this year, you will have a new home. You will have your dream career. You will have your dream pets. Like, it's moving in that direction. And you are fiercely disciplined. So I'm getting that you've worked on your divine masculine energy very well. Okay, you've got the independence down, you're assertive, you've got getting all of the things done, taking the actions. Now you're going to work on receiving, not doing all of the things, showing people I don't have to do it all. I don't have to be a workaholic. I just don't. Your image is transforming. If there was something really big to you that you didn't like about yourself, okay, now this is a channeled message, so if it doesn't resonate, don't take this part. But some of you have something with your image that you don't really care for or that you want to alter or fix, you're going to be doing that. You're going to be telling yourself, I do want that. Some of you are having to admit to yourself that you made a mistake. Okay, so let me get into some examples. Maybe you wanted to bulk up and you're like, I don't know why I wanted to bulk up. I feel too masculine. Now I want to tone it. I want to lose a little bit and tone it. That's just one example. Another example is maybe you played sports for a long time and let's say you're a pitcher, okay? And you didn't wear a face mask. You get your nose kaput and you have a situation. You're like, I knew I should have been wearing a mask. Now my nose is all messed up. So now I'm going to go get this fixed. You're admitting to yourself that you made a mistake. That's okay. That is okay. We go through seasons and when things change, and some things are more permanent than others. Let's say you got, a boob job, for instance, and you're like, I went too big and now I feel dumb and I need to go smaller. Whatever it is, it can be fixed. The fact is that you are clocking it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Now you know a lot about discipline and what happens when you tip everything over the edge. I get the sense that when you guys are given a lot of freedom, you sometimes make childlike mistakes because maybe you didn't get to be a child. Maybe you didn't get to be a teenager. Maybe you had to grow up really fast. So these mistakes, you are not cuffed to these mistakes. And so you're doing a lot of, what is the word? Yeah, you're tweaking these things and you're fixing them and you're admitting to yourself, like, I wish I didn't do all of that. I wish I would have protected myself better. It's okay. People are still mesmerized by you, but you are wanting to enhance your beauty in a different way. We're letting go of a lot of emotional baggage. There's so much discipline that you've had to work on. There's so many things that you have built up because of how you were raised. You had to heal from trauma in your childhood where maybe your parents could have provided for you, but they chose not to, or they weren't around. So maybe you guys had to work through abandonment issues, or you had to work through people taking care of you when your parents weren't. Whatever issues there were with money, you had to reverse that. You had to rebuild. You had to repair from them either having things and not being responsible. Like, that's what I'm channeling. You guys had a family where they could have made better choices and they chose to either exclude you or they didn't make good choices financially. And so you guys have bossed up in a certain way where you're always stacking, building, and saving, but you're not as open to receiving or being on a certain type of chill mode and just letting those things come to you where you enjoy the fruits of your labor. This next boss up, you are the full 2.0. You've been in the 9 of Wands where you've been battered, tattered, tired, exhausted, and now it's time for your victory lap. And this victory lap, you don't just have one, you're going to have several because this new season and this timeline jump is just beginning. There is baggage with certain environments that you have to release. At one point in your life, you needed these environments, you needed this job, you needed these friends that you know intuitively that you're just done. You're like, I don't need to be here anymore. I'm no longer attached. I cannot do one more season, winter or summer in this situation. So you already have your eyes on the exits. You have your bags packed. And now it's just time to tell people what time it is. You finally feel courageous enough, bold enough, strong enough. You are the silent millionaire, and everything you touch becomes exotic. You make your job title look exotic. It doesn't matter what you're doing. People are like, wow, that sounds amazing. People that don't know you, again, they think that you are a celebrity or a model of some kind because there just aren't people that look like you. You're hot. You don't need a filter. You don't need makeup. You don't need much. You just stand out. So people are seeing you as the ultimate fantasy, the ultimate arm candy, candy, living the ultimate life. And again, they haven't seen anything yet. The rest is still unwritten. So I'm getting what's coming to light is you are entering a season where your money is changing. And 2 weeks from the time that you see this message is when that is going to start trickling in. And I shouldn't even say trickle. It's going to start pouring in. 6 weeks from the time that you see this message, that will have doubled, if not tripled. Because you are getting really firm on, no, I deserve that. So I'm going to go get that. You're more level-headed too. You're not, you've learned from a lot of mistakes where you've overextended. You've learned from mistakes where you overdid something or, yeah, you guys know what I mean. The tables are turning with certain enemies in your life. It takes two to tango with the people that are trying to destiny swap with you. Okay, there are a lot of people that watch you or observe you. So Spirit wants to remind you that whoever is trying to emulate you, they want to be captivating, they want to be mesmerizing, not realizing that they are already that in their own way or their own right. Some of the people that want to be the most like you, they don't see their own talent or they always want more. It takes two to be in that argument. It takes two to, be in this beef. It takes two to beef, two to tango. Affirm it below. It takes two to tango. It takes two to have a beef. There ain't a beef with just one person. Well, I guess there is sometimes, but for there to be, beefing, you guys know what I mean. But yeah, you have this black cat energy right now, so stay stoic with people that are trying to get your attention. And I'm getting there are a lot of people trying to get your attention. Everybody just wants a piece of you. Beware of energy vampires right now. There is someone around you being deceptive, but you don't really need to stress because you'll know just what to do with them. Do not forget right now how magical and beautiful you are and why everyone is stunned. I kept getting luxurious items like diamonds, gold. There's just the scents. There's certain smells that just smell like it's giving cashmere. It's also giving mob wives. So you guys let me know in the comments. You are becoming more playful, learning from the sacrifices that you've made. Your friends could be in love with you. That's going to be for someone here. And there's also love in the air. These big changes, you're like, now or never. Now or never. Go big or go home. I'm hearing get rich or die trying. You don't have to try. You just are. When you get out of your own way, you just simply are. And you're going to have a lot of options. You are going to be making money while you sleep. You will have a lot of options to be able to do whatever you want. And the more free you are, the less strings are attached to certain environments that don't serve you, the more you're going to flourish. Yeah. Things that you're posting is causing other people to try to emulate you or copy you. There are a lot of people that are bored in their life. Okay, they're bored in the life that they're tangled up in, and you've officially been untangled from hard times. You don't feel attached or tangled in the environments that you had to work in before. You're like, yeah, if this was last year, I felt like I need to be here. I'm going to have to work here forever. And you're like, I'm not doing that. I have options. I'm good at what I do. So a lot of you guys are going to be becoming your own boss because if you stay in certain environments, you know that you're going to end up exhausted or in the hospital or just like on bed rest of some kind, dehydrated, just burnt the F out. So you are open to receiving as you cut the strings that are attached. And I'm getting like heartstrings and purse strings. Wherever you feel blocked, like this is a reason why my ish is getting blocked. Let's say it's a family member, a job, an environment. You're like, my strings, my heartstrings is attached to them and I need to cut that. Clear off. Drop your scissors down below. When we are around the wrong people, that will block our blessings every freaking time. We can block our blessings all on our own. We don't need a whole bunch of chucholinis around us to help us with that. God does not provide when we are around the wrong people, especially when we're generous. When we are generous, what are we going to do? We're going to give more time, more energy, more resources, more money to the wrong people. Spending it on them, taking them places, spoiling them. You are going to be removing yourself from certain situations and environments because their karma needs to unfold. If you are tied to situation A, B, and C, and you know damn well your bags are packed for situation A, B, and C, and you feel uncomfortable, you don't like going there anymore, you feel like you've overstayed your welcome, it will start blocking not only your money, but your blessings. And that karma from situation A, B, and C needs to commence. So we're not only blocking our own blessings, we're blocking their karma. So you are shielding other people from dealing with what needs to unravel and drop as a tower in their life. Not every situation, but most of them. I feel like for me, when I went zero contact with my family, which was very hard for me to do, but I knew was for my highest good, and I finally felt strong enough to do that, so much in my life changed. Now, it got worse for like 3 months before it got better, but everything I didn't need because I made that one step started falling away. Every time we walk away from toxic family members, toxic jobs, toxic bosses, magic unfolds. It's showing God, the divine, the most high, like, I'm ready. I know what I deserve. I'll get on whatever stepping stone you need me to get on because I stand on faith. I stand on business. God is trying to spoil you and put you on the heavenly payroll. We can't get put on the heavenly payroll if we think that we deserve the worst. The divine didn't put us here to have a bad time. Yes, this is a spiritual training ground. We're learning about who we are. We're working through our shadow, our ego, our pride. We're working through different things that we went through in our childhood and releasing the past and the emotional baggage. I have a theory that we were in heaven, okay? We were in heaven before we bumped our head and came down to earth. And we decided, I want to be the baddest mother effer when I go down there. And our angels and our ancestors and God was like, well, that's not going to be easy if you want to be the baddest, the richest, the happiest. We're like, I could do that. So we get down here. We all got to bump our head before we get to earth. And we forget. And we go through these hard trials and tribulations that build our testimony and make us the spiritual gladiator. So now you are getting ready to do that again in a very big way. Every time you guys do things on your own terms, magic unfolds. So be open to receiving because you already know what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen, but there were a couple things that you were not ready to let go of. We get comfortable. We get comfortable in certain places, like I might hate it here, but I'm comfortable here, and it's what I know how to do. But God has more in store for us. Some of us think, oh, it's my portion. This is my portion to be at this job that I hate. This is my portion to deal with this family that can't stand me or that I can't stand them. This is my portion to deal with this toxic relationship. That is not a portion. That is us putting up with crumbs and BS and kind of telling God, I don't believe that there's more. So I'm going to stay right here. I don't believe I can grow. I don't believe I deserve. So I'm just going to stay right here. Well, it makes the devil happy, but it doesn't, it just prolongs everything that we deserve in our lives. So your true feelings are coming to the surface. Things are coming to light. I don't want to be here anymore. I do not want to be here for one more summer, winter, or freaking season. I just don't want to. So this boss up that you're going through, you're going to be giving 0 Fs. Don't worry about the people that you think you're going to disappoint. Literally, if you are attached to a job, you know dang well they are not going to remember you a year from now. You are becoming an entrepreneur. You are going to be self-employed and be your own boss. What are we attached to right now? Like truly. Because there's something in the future that you have on lock. And I said this in yesterday's message. There is a well, okay? We have been tapping the same well because that's where we're comfortable. That well is close to us. We're like, I'm going to just keep tapping this one. There's got to be more in there. And that well's been dry. It's been dried up for a year or two. We've got 3 other wells, okay? Let's look at the 8 of cups right here. We've got 3 other wells, and we might have to travel just a little bit, and we're a little scared, like it's dark over there. I'm not sure, but God is like, you have other opportunities over here. You keep tapping the same dusted, busted well. What are you doing? I wonder how our angels be looking at us sometimes from heaven, like our guardian angels, you know, Archangel Michael, God up there, like, I told them not to go that way. They know better than that. Okay? You think it's like a video game? They're just looking at us like, but anyways, you guys have been figuring it out. You need to chill, stop and smell the roses, enjoy the fruits of your labor. It is that time. It is that time for you to enjoy more Netflix and chill, for you to enjoy a vacation, traveling, your love life. Okay. You have wishes coming true. Also, as you are releasing this emotional baggage and working through the shadow work of not feeling like a burden, not feeling like there's 2 narratives I'm getting. You could either feel like the burden or like you have to be the hero. You're not going to be neither, okay? So some of you guys listening, you feel like the burden because your parents always made you feel like, oh my gosh, I got to do this for you. I got to do that for you. Like you're so annoying, or they ignored you all the time, or they did both, possibly narcissists. Or you had the family that you always had to save or be the hero for. Or you had to parent your parents as children. So whether you think that you're the hero or the burden, this is the shadow that is leaving you. And you're going to give 0 Fs. You're going to be feeling light as a feather. Okay, so you're going from 0 Fs to living your best life. When I left my family behind, I went through my spiritual awakening. I had to start over in life, but I went through my spiritual awakening, and though I was like, what is happening? I don't resonate with certain things anymore. I got my channel out of that. My whole life changed. I got a job back that I'd been wanting, and it just having faith and believing, okay, I don't deserve this family anymore. I don't deserve this job that can't stand me, that hates me, that pays me like dog shit. I don't deserve that. So I'm going to reach for more. Ever notice how when you're determined, like, I got that, it's not going to be hard? I've done that with a job. Like, had a job, come in on a Friday. Boop-de-boop-de-boop. You need to do this. Trying to pit me against other people. Not cool. Just always starting drama. And I just had enough. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. And I walked outside and took a deep breath. I said a prayer and I'm like, I will find a job in the next 24 hours. Now, it's kind of hard to do on a Friday night, okay? But I had a job by Saturday night because I was determined. And I didn't even really have to look that far. I just said my prayer and believed. And the major key is walking away. These timelines do not deserve you. Really think about it. You are a 20 on the scale. Not a 10, a 20. There's not even a number, okay? Realistically. But this is like a 20 being with a 2, okay? You don't need to sit with a 2. No, we're not breadcrumbing. We don't do cookie cutter. We don't do crumbs. We don't do none of that. None of that. None of that. Someone here feels like you have been drained of everything that you could possibly give. And that's giving the well vibes too. There's just something is absolutely tapped and maxed out. So you're over it. You are over it. Big changes are on the way. Okay, let's see if we get anything else for you. I'm seeing that you guys are going to be doing things for you. You're like, no more waiting. No more waiting. It's that light bulb moment. It's that aha. It's that epiphany. You're sitting there like, yeah, they're never going to change. They're never going to get their ish together. So why am I here? Really, why am I here? It's like, to me, it's like sobriety. Okay? No one can make you be sober. Okay? I'm in my sobriety. No one could make me be sober. It didn't matter how many people wanted me to stop drinking and stop partying. It did not matter. They could have had the best point. They could have had the best story. They could have been so convincing. But it does not work if my heart is not ready to do that. Doesn't matter who gives you an ultimatum. It just doesn't matter. You cannot do that truly unless you are ready to do that. It's the same thing with all of this baggage. These places you don't need to be anymore. These people that you don't need to be with anymore. You will know when you're done. Okay, you will know when you're done. Someone here this week could have been feeling like a hot mess, but now things are looking up. Could have been feeling like a whole hot mess, and now things are looking up because you are believing in yourself again. You're like, I'm the ultimate fantasy. Everything I touch turns exotic. I turn lemons into dreams. I turn lemons into legacies. I can turn dog shit into sunshine. You feel me? So you could have been feeling like this. Now, some of you guys could be on your menses, okay? But others of you have just been feeling really emotional. There are certain things that you felt connected to on a soul level. And this is where some of your bags could be packed. But you will know which side you're on and with what. You are officially drawing a line in the sand. This is like you being in line for a promotion and knowing that the boss that promised you something, that said that you were in line for the promotion, is checking out other prospects and lying to you. This is like you being in a relationship and thinking that you are connected on a soul level and you see them checking out other people. Okay? The people that you're dealing with, the situations that you're dealing with, that you felt like, I thought this was going to be easy. I thought I loved it here. I thought I loved this person. I thought they loved me. I thought things were going to be good. You are seeing them check out other prospects, and it is a no for you. You are drawing a line in the sand, and you are putting your foot down on, did you bump your head? Don't get amnesia now. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt your feelings, and that's okay. You are working through these emotions. The other message that I have is you've got a lot of people keeping tabs on your social media because people are sensing that they should not have underestimated you, that they should have stayed friends with you, or that you're just going to be low-key rich. You feel me? So people are watching and spying on your social media like literal lunatics. Your friend request inbox could be absolutely full. Okay. You also have a crazy ex that is spying. I'm channeling that this person maybe hasn't changed their life or gotten their life together. They're still doing the same old ish, but they do feel bad about the way that they treated you. For some of you, this is going to be a couple of exes, but you've got one that's crazy in particular, and they feel really bad for the way that they treated you. And I feel like they're wishing you well, but I feel like they're also trying to stalk you at the same time to try to peep what you're up to. You could have made a lot of sacrifices being with that person, and you've been over them, but they're definitely not over you. You could have left this person. You could have broken up with this person. Back in the day, you decided that you weren't dealing with that level of BS, and you took control. You took back control of your life. You could have trauma bonded with these people. I don't know why they're trying to pop up in your reading, but they are thinking about you, and they are sorry for the way that they treated you. I feel like you, even if these people were sorry, even if they had an apology on deck, it's a conflict of interest for you to even dabble or even care because they're just not at your level. You live a completely different life now. Whoever these people are, you've jumped like 8 timelines since they last saw you. You guys are definitely zero contact with whoever this is. They could be dreaming of you, but you unfortunately are not dreaming of them. Not that you want to. Okay, anything else? Okay. Arm candy. Yeah, some of your other exes miss you because you're arm candy. I can't. Still shallow. Okay. There's a couple of you that feel like it's hard to make a decision, and you know that you've been going in circles. You're going to come to a decision this, I was going to say this weekend. Well, for some of you, it will be this weekend. It could be whenever you see that weekend. You are making a decision. I'm telling you, as soon as you make that decision, like, I have to get out of here. I am going in circles. Okay, this is like you going in circles around the same well. Like, I know there's going to be something in there tomorrow or later. No, there is a real offer coming. You're about to reach a new peak of happiness, but we can't do that holding on to this dirty pail that ain't got nothing in it. Somebody here said, I'm looking for a sign. This is your sign. This is your sign. I'm looking for a sign. You guys could be like me, like, I need one more sign. Oh, I dropped that. I just need one more sign. Can I just have one more? And I'm hearing, this is the sign. Don't be reckless with your future. This is the sign. That is what I'm channeling. Okay. Yeah, be careful with fake friends right now. And it could just be one person in particular. I feel like you guys don't trust people already, so you don't have a lot of people around you. This friend could always have car problems. Okay, that seems really specific, but you'll know if that's yours. Okay, anything else for love? You guys could definitely be planning a vacation with your loved one. Others of you could be meeting somebody on a vacation. Whoa. Can I have one more? Thank you. Trust. So it's just saying we don't be trusting. Yeah, it said trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You've drawn your lines in the sand. Now it's time for you to have faith. You are stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now it is time for you to have faith. Yeah, see this? Bottom of the deck. This is what we're used to. We're like, I know how this story goes, and no more painful endings. The Lovers just fell on the ground. So you don't see that coming. There's a fake friend that just fell on the ground. The snake, the fake friend card, and the Lovers just fell on the ground. So these are things that you do not see coming. Falling in love. Falling in love all over again. Meeting somebody new. Love at first sight. Use your intuition. Okay, because you are choosing happiness. You are choosing you. You're also getting more rest. And you are healing from, a lot of pain, heartache, betrayal. You're done doing the balancing act. But yeah, basically what I'm getting, let me just wrap this up with a bow. You are learning and appreciating how exotic you are. You are appreciating what you bring to the table. You are not going to do anything by somebody else's guidelines or somebody else's rules. You're going to do things the way that you want to do them. Maybe the way that you're going to be living your life or your relationship is not standard to anybody else, but it doesn't matter if you're happy. Really think about that. Okay, it doesn't really matter what everybody else thinks the standard should be. If you are happy, if you know that your standards are sky high and there's balance in your relationship and you're not picking up all the slack. You are about to get a lot of recognition for not giving a you-know-what. Not giving a damn, not giving an F. You are about to get a lot of recognition for that. One of the main reasons you're being recognized at this time for being the ultimate fantasy, people thinking that you're low-key famous, like, oh my gosh, are they famous and they're trying to hide? Like, what are they doing out here with the sunglasses and the hat and the things? Because I know a lot of you guys don't like to engage with other people, even though you could be very social. You just don't be trusting people. And again, the situation is calling for you to have faith, but you have big offers coming in, a lot of money coming in. You will be making residual income. Your circumstances are changing, and you have learned so much from the errors in your past. You're like, I'm going to live it up, but smart. But smart. So yeah, people are looking at you like, oh my gosh, they're so like, they see you as this precious stone, this precious, precious gem. Not realizing that you were this gem, a diamond created under a lot of pressure, a lot of heartache, a lot of betrayal. And yeah, right now you are choosing you. You are choosing happiness. And I just feel like however you march to the beat of that, those blessings are multiplying. Like they're coming in hot, they're coming in fast, and they're multiplying because you're just gonna, say, you either get me or you don't. You either like me or you don't. This is what you get. You give what you give, you get what you get. I said what I said. That's what it is. I'm doing what is best for me. So this could be for the people pleasers in recovery. This could be for the workaholics in recovery, the hotheads in recovery, the heroes in recovery, feeling like the burden in recovery. I want you to affirm it below. It's now or never. I know what I need to do. I am determined. I feel amazing. Yeah, I love this message for you guys. Okay, let me get one more. Yeah, this is your victory lap. Affirm that below. This is my parade. This is my feast. This is my table. This is my victory lap. Okay? This is my victory lap. I am getting that you guys have had to parent yourselves. You've had to learn how to self-soothe. And now it's a time for you to let God, let the divine take care of you. Okay? You are entering a period where you are not only getting your victory lap, but you are on God's payroll. You are getting an update to your system. You don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to figure it out all on your own. Like, it's just... Think about what you would do for a whole week if you could just do whatever and you would still get paid. That's how you're going to kind of maneuver, okay? If you could do anything that you wanted and still get paid, that is how you're going to maneuver. That's the type of life that you're going to have. Being excited to wake up, not knowing what you're going to do next, just being excited. This is your big update. You deserve it. Okay, best case scenario. Wow. Everything is working out for you. Best case scenario. Best possible outcome. Best case scenario. Like, usually your umbrella's up. I gotta catch this rain. I gotta catch this shade. I gotta duck and dodge and get out of here. And now you're gonna kind of, let your umbrella fly away. You're like, I'm here, and I'm not gonna run. I'm going to trust that I'm supposed to be here. Rehabilitation. You are coming out of that cocoon, that spiritual slumber. You see now, okay, I see what I need to do. This confession. You are being delivered. You are being vindicated. I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This earth angel is on fire. This earth angel is on fire. I'm seeing you guys are going to be getting your beauty sleep. You're going from, there's got to be a way. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this too. I got to chill. I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm seeing you guys enjoy more sleep. Yeah, you're finally leaving something behind. Like, you know what? I paid my dues. Motorcycle. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like, I'll be just fine. And all of the leap of faith. It's that leap of faith. Okay. So you guys let me know what's going on in the comments. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Don't forget to smash the you know what. Hit the bell. Duh. You do not want to be missing out. All important links are in the description box. Patreon, Cash App, and affiliate links. What else? I think that's it. If you made it to the end of this message, let's see. I want you to drop the lollipop emoji down below. If you made it to the end of this message, drop your lollipop. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I'm so excited. I love talking to you guys in the comments. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Just thank you guys for all of your support. We are about to hit 111 on the subscriber count. That's exciting. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.